All right, let's see. Okay, we're live. Hello. Welcome to the Comic Crypt. I'm your host, Ninjato. With me is Matchstick and Not. Jangit should be coming in. So I'm just oh, he did here. He is here.
So Changus, if you can sum up Bruce Wayne murderer in one word, what would it be?
Underwhelming.
I said disappointment.
Ninja, I agreed. And by the way, look at my
disappointment's a good word.
Look at my avatar. This is
not said. Not said frantic.
Frantic's a good choice too.
Yeah, I am Batzaro right now.
So this is our first Batman. Or I heavily stress this word arc that we've done.
Yeah.
Man, we had two DC characters. First times where we started, hey, restart this DC character on the run or arc. Oh crap!
That Kelly Puckett Batgirl issue gave me too much hope. Kelly Puckett is too strong of a writer.
That was a pretty good issue.
That was a
really good issue. And then,
gosh, we could be reading Batgirl right now.
It's actually what's crazier to me is I looked up the ending because Bruce Wayne murderer is just like one arc, but apparently the actual story.
Okay, so gentlemen, before we proceed, we're not doing Bruce Wayne Fugitive, are we?
No.
I am
not. But I'll say I don't know. So I'm not gonna lie. For a whole story arc about Bruce Wayne has just been framed for murder, so now he can't be Batman because he's in prison. That's really interesting. So oh man, how are we gonna solve the mystery and all that? Oh, you don't. We don't. No, you gotta wait till the next story arc.
Oh yeah, Wolf. It's actually worse. He didn't commit any murder, and he just spends most of the story pouting. Okay, let's just. I will just sum up the story of what we.
Yeah, sum up the story.
So Batman and his this takes place after No Man's Land, where basically Gotham had a big earthquake, separated from the United States. They are reacquainted, and also Jim Gordon's dead at this point because reasons.
Okay, here I can sum it up. No Man's Land. Batman, but escape from LA.
Yeah,
which sounds fun.
It's very fun.
It's Batman Arkham City before Batman Arkham City.
Oh hell yeah, love Arkham City.
Magic did propose we do it. The problem is it's 100 issues, so it would be another commitment.
That is true.
It would be 10 months. It would be 10 months of us reading that.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
But on the other hand, it's also not just Batman. It's Nightwing, Robin, Catwoman, Birds of Prey, Azrael. There was a fuck ton of Batman issues and Batman-related issues, and this was just all 1 year. So almost 100 issues in a year. I'm also counting Batman. Gosh, holy shit! I forgot. It might be over 100 because I'm not.
Oh,
I might not have added road to no because there's No Man's Land is divided into 3 arcs.
All right,
quote unquote arcs: Cataclysm, Road to No Man's Land, and No Man's Land. And they all combine all the Batman related issues. So I can tell you how long they are in terms of trade paperbacks because I own all of them. Cataclysm is 1 trade paperback. Road to No Man's Land is 2 trade paperbacks. No Man's Land is 4 trade paperbacks. So in total, we would be reading 7 trade paperbacks.
Yeah, that's a lot of issues.
That's a lot of stuff. But you know what? I may want to experience that because I want like something from this era that I've been told since young kid with like people who have read comics from this era and talk about how great it was. Because my first time into this era is like, I hope is the worst storyline.
There's probably there's a few storylines that I know are around here that are like giant crossovers after No Man's Land that are kind of like half-assed. I think Officer Down is another one where Jim Gordon gets shot. I don't know if it's it could be worse, but I imagine it's probably not as bad as this. But I hear it's kind of like okay. But this Batman era is like, from the 90s to the 2000s, so it's pretty long, and so it will have its bad days. Let's just hope this is the worst of it. But No Man's Land is like the magnum opus of this era.
Yeah. So anyway, after No Man's Land, this takes place after. So in this story, Batman and a bodyguard. Yeah, Batman had a bodyguard in this era.
Well, too. Bruce Wayne had a bodyguard.
Bruce Wayne. But then you see, this bodyguard finds out that he is Batman and goes along with him. So
of course.
So on their way back from the patrol, when they arrive at a manor, one of Bruce Wayne's former girlfriends is found shot dead in his room just as the police showed up and arrested both him and his bodyguard. So the whole premise is that Bruce Wayne is framed for murder. The court system they're doing everything in the book to just lock Bruce Wayne up and send him to the electric chair.
I really don't like the police in this run.
Yeah. Like even Montoya, Renee Montoya was one of them that's like dedicated.
Man, I did not like the police in this run.
It's funny because Renee Montoya later becomes the Question.
What? That was a stupid idea.
Oh no! Hold on. Okay, Gotham City, even at their best, is still terrible.
Well, yeah, of course, but
yeah, but like, but like as like we're talking about like terrible but I'm talking about terrible as in like I don't think the writers here know how police work.
Well, Batman the 10th Cent adventure at least was a very interesting of a start. I say that as a positive because I liked sort of the prologue it was going for. This idea of Sasha having Sasha's view of Batman, just someone who who's who every night is constantly on an adventure, no matter how bizarre or even mundane it could be. It always seems like he's it always seems like he is the
driven.
Yeah, it always seems like he is driven. And then you get that from her commentary, you get that sense that she's wondering how someone is kind of how someone like that is kind of left to be so driven, even though there is a sense of nothing really is changing. And I thought that was going to be the through line of the entire story was
sorry,
Bruce. Well, I was just going to say Bruce Wayne having to deal with a Gotham that has given up hope. Like, no matter how much Batman is seeming to resuscitate the city, they are choosing to they're choosing to look at one of their, most like trusted socialites as nothing but common scum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was definitely cool, but like I get that. Like the beginning was good, okay? Like when you have Batman getting arrested, getting through the court system, but as soon as I get to the point where he gets thrown in jail, and when the Bat families looking at the evidence, it gets dumb. It gets really dumb.
It gets pretty dumb.
I appreciate. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, I understand that, like, the characters themselves have, like, different perspectives about Batman at the same. You got Dick Grayson, who's very... who knows, like, Batman does not kill. Like, he's very much a hardliner. And you got Tim Drake, who came in later, has, like, a different view. All that stuff. But when is it the point that all the evidence they have gathered is so conveniently pointing to Bruce Wayne is the killer, and that they just go, this is too perfect. Like, this is definitely a frame job. We just don't know how. Instead, it's like, Bruce Wayne is acting grumpy and acting like Batman usually does 90% of the time. He's definitely going crazy.
Maybe he could have done it. Ooh, who knows? Ooh.
I like, I appreciate the different perspective, because like the Bat family is just always just as important as Batman himself. But no one was talking with each other.
No
story, because it feels like in the other issues, when it doesn't have, when it's not Batman or Detective Comics, everyone's having their own adventures, and then you have to slide in like a mention to like the ongoing Batman murderer storyline.
Yeah.
At least like with Batgirl, the Batgirl stuff is actually most tied, and it was super cool about how she kind of proves that Batman didn't kill her because of the neck chokehold. Which, by the way, it's gonna tie to one of my problems about the fact that, the mystery in this arc is not who did the murder. It's whether Batman was innocent or not.
He's innocent. That is not a mystery. He is innocent.
But the characters treat it as a mystery.
But maybe he could have. Ooh, you never know. He has been acting a little crazy. Ooh.
It would have been fine if they had Joker or Scarecrow being active, like, one of those villains that would screw with your mind. So,
or maybe Clayface could impersonate Bruce Wayne.
Ooh, no, we don't get that.
Exactly. Why didn't I think of Clayface?
Clayface would have been cool. But no, like that's literally like not like. So I read that big omnibus, like that's like
I did the 500 page.
Yeah, I read that thing. It's like just for 500 pages. Majority of the time, it's just everyone in the Bat family except Dick. Dick's great.
Yeah,
and also Alfred.
MVP. Dick or MVP.
Dick and Alfred are the only sane voices in because everyone.
And Cassandra.
She can't. To be fair, Cassandra's not. Hey, to be fair, Cassandra's not using her voice very much, so.
Yeah, but like 90% of the time, everyone else in the Bat family, like Robin, Barbara, and like
especially Barbara.
Especially Barbara.
Like, oh my goodness, you're doing all this shady stuff, right? And like all this shady stuff to prove his innocent. Yet you are constantly doubting yourself. Like,
but Dick, there's a chance maybe he could have done it. Barbara, please.
Barbara,
this is Bruce.
Why are you then having
Barbara, you're having a woman moment. Shut up.
Yeah. Why are you having Dinah break into a bank with this elaborate ruse to steal, get information on a laptop disk if you think that Batman is the murderer?
I'm not saying he's the murderer, Dick. I'm just saying he maybe could have done it.
Yes, anybody could have done it, Barbara. Anybody. But do you really think after years, literal years, if Batman would have gone crazy, why would he go after a reporter just because she may have exposed his identity? What if he, I don't know, go straight for all the villains in Arkham? Go on a straight murder spree of criminals?
I'm just saying, Dick, he could have done it. He could have done it, Dick.
Dinah has...
Why a reporter? Like, I'm just like, I get it. It's like she was a former girlfriend, and like there was the evidence at the time. It seems like, oh, she was close to the Batman identity because she's looking into Batman, and she's saying some weird stuff. But I'm just like, I'm sorry, but Batman, he would prioritize if he wanted to go. Okay, time to go murdering. Justice. His sense of justice would be so extreme that he would just be a Punisher.
Okay, so to interrupt this, 125 issues, No Man's Land, plus the 2 arcs, Cataclysm and Road to No Man's Land.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be like,
it's a commitment.
That is a commitment. That's a year-long endeavor right there.
That would be like a second podcast.
But man, just so much. Everyone's just kind of made me mad in this story. It's like, what do we do? Okay, you want to
for me? You want to know who I got mad at the most?
Oh, I know, cause I know who you were mad at the most, cause I got mad at him too. Bruce, so now that you're in prison, you're obviously gonna have to rely on your family to help you out, right? No. No. You know what? In fact,
fuck my family.
Fuck my family. In fact, not just fuck my family. Fuck being Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, the whole
what?
Yeah, like I really hate. Like. And by the way, Chengiz, you want to know what the next arc is about? Bruce Wayne learning that Batman is learning that Bruce Wayne is important in his life.
Oh my god!
And by the way, guess how long that is? Just guess.
Well, the story, the next story arc that all this takes place in is like just as long, a little bit shorter. So like a couple hundred pages, I'm assuming.
18 issues, and then a 6-part aftermath.
And aftermath.
6 parts.
An addendum.
Okay.
Like this story is loaded.
This
whole storyline from Bruce being thrown in prison to him realizing, to the conclusion, should be 12 issues. What were they thinking?
Maximum. I would argue it's 6 to 8.
You know what? I couldn't help but just think, reading this story, through every time Bruce did something stupid, and then the whole, I'm just gonna give up being Bruce Wayne and stuff. I can help but think of how, one of the main points in the Batman movie was that Bruce realized that just, being Batman alone isn't gonna solve anything.
What?
He's got to be something more to just, a guy that goes out beating up people.
And that's year 2. So, sorry, not.
I was just gonna say my favorite episode of Batman the Animated Series is The Forgotten, which is just Batman completely forgetting about his identity and being locked in, like this forced labor camp for these homeless people, and then that you get that wonderful scene where in one of his dreams where he's starting to remember his old identity. You get him as Bruce Wayne, passing money to all the homeless around him, and then he realizes he realizes that they keep coming, but he's just run out of money. And really symbolizing that Batman's greatest fear is that no matter how much he tries, he's not solving the issue. Which is what I thought this story was going to be about. But
no.
It's about how I don't, Batman doesn't need a social life, I guess.
Yeah, apparently.
He doesn't need a social life. He doesn't need a family. Fuck out.
I don't want to have the same emotional experience of losing my parents, except losing all my loved ones. It's like,
that's dumb.
That is
fuck
so
you,
dumb.
Fuck you, Dick. Fuck you, Barbara.
You just went through Jason Todd.
Here's the thing, right? You want to tell a story about Bruce, cutting off all his emotional ties because, he's afraid of, loss and all that, right? Okay, whatever. You could do that. But, how long has he been Batman at this point in this comic? Quite a while now, right?
Michael, for, I would say we could easily estimate, 10 years. 10
years. So why is it that in 10 years all of a sudden now he's doing this whole maybe I should just cut off all my emotional ties?
What? It was Jim Gordon's quote unquote death that big of a deal? Come on, we all know that Jim Gordon wasn't gonna be totally dead. He's gonna come back with it.
So no, my emotional ties are making me weak. Because I can't go through that same feelings of loss again. When my parents died, I have to cut them off. It's why are we doing this now?
So you watched your second son, get brutalized with a crowbar.
Yeah,
and that didn't stop you.
Yeah, when the random kid showed up to your door saying, yeah, I know you're Batman, you need a Robin, let me be your Robin. You then decided to go, no, Batman doesn't need to be, Bruce Wayne doesn't need a social life, he should be Batman.
Now, what's honestly kind of worse is that, Dick himself is, the only voice of reason in this story, and the writer's and the thing is the writer's somewhat aware of all what's happening, and why Bruce is all of a sudden just now doing this, because Dick, he makes it so Dick calls him out on this shit, but it's why though?
And also Superman.
Superman. That was the best one.
Superman. It's yeah. And I love how Superman is
he's aware.
He's being very I love how Clark, the way he talks to Batman, it's okay, Bruce, stop acting silly now.
The writer's aware that of what Bruce is doing, and clearly a part of him acknowledges he's kind of somewhat regressing character, because again he has Dick call him out, but that's not good enough.
This first half of this arc, because it's murder and fugitive, are supposed to be two different. Are supposed to be like a 2-part arc.
Yeah.
Like as uneven as it is.
And it's bloated.
Like the thing that I got the most out of this, it could just be me, but like the thing is that like when Bruce finally got to took off, the mask of his protection, and he's now like kind of like he's now like he's now kind of just in the suit of Bruce Wayne. There's a lot of great moments that is just him emoting naturally, rawly. Like the first time he heard the 911 message with Vesper.
Yeah.
And just like how just from his facial expression alone, just how you could tell like how like horrified he was of the killing. Like that really showed.
I would also like point out that that's the flaw also in the writing when it comes to the detectives. They would have any detectives, and I know at least one of them is not corrupt. It's like, oh, he's a little bit distressed about this.
No.
Yeah, he clearly did it. Like,
You did it, didn't you, Bruce? Why'd you do it, Bruce? Huh? Why'd you do it?
They are great LA Noir detectives.
LA Noir detectives. You fuck young boys, Bruce. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Like this feels like a story arc where the cops should have been more. It should have been characters, like more so than.
Like this should have been a mystery. It should have been a mystery primary, a character study of Batman's secondary. Like the drive should have been, like, in this first half is to figure out if Bruce Wayne, who did the actual murder, right? Like that would be the point. And then the second half would be the mystery element would be why. So like the first half, you find out who the actual murderer is. Second half, why?
It's like, just thinking, like Batman has other enemies, but who are Bruce Wayne's enemies? Like, it's very interesting. Because who out of like the elite or even like the working class of Gotham would stoop so low as to frame someone for murder? We don't get that.
No.
Like,
Yeah, you find out in the second part, and not. Do you know who it is?
David.
It's David.
But yes, he is the gunman. But you know who actually ordered the hit?
Oh, there was a mastermind? Ooh. The Wikipedia article did not tell me there was a mastermind. Who?
Oh, the Wikipedia did.
Oh, I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I was just skimming that shit.
It's the most obvious one. So, who were the suspects that Barbara was looking up? Which was
Rish,
is the most? No.
No.
It
It's
was
not Rish.
It was the douche, the prep douche.
No.
No.
Even more obvious.
It
Just
was
just rip the Band-Aid off, man.
Lex Luthor.
Also, he had plenty of time.
Lex Luthor. Basically, what is the reason why is because of No Man's Land. Because Lex Luthor was doing the finale involved a big scheme to basically Lex Luthor wanted Gotham. Either like flatten it or.
As usual, what is Lex's scheme? What is the most stereotypical Lex Luthor scheme,
Other than trying to kill Superman.
aside from trying to kill Superman.
Yeah.
Corporate shit.
Real estate.
Real estate, of course.
Yeah,
How
so
could I forget about it?
meanwhile, so Bruce Wayne stopped it because Bruce Wayne actually was actively lobbying the U.S. government out in public. So yeah, so this turned out to be a very petty scheme, which is okay, which is fine if it was built up, but like for the amount of time, the amount of pages to read to go with something that dirt simple.
Like, I don't care, like it never bothers me that a mystery is so plainly obvious.
No.
Yeah, but like, what like the greatest part of the mystery is every beat you get along the way.
Yeah, like that's what I mean by that is like it's not what I mean by the amount of pages. So the amount of pages spending, you never feel like the mystery is actually progressing, and it doesn't leave room for you to actually guess. Because it's not telling you what the mystery, it's not actively telling you what the mystery is. Apparently the mystery, what we were supposed to be solving in this first half of the arc, was whether Bruce Wayne was innocent.
Oh my
Which is a non-mystery because everyone knows that Batman doesn't kill.
But maybe he could have. He has been going a little crazy. Ooh. He's been kind of going off the deep end, Dick. Ooh.
Ooh.
You're like, you're I love that scene like where Barbara just shows like her Harvard law degree to Bruce.
Yeah, that was funny.
Because I'm almost reminded of Better Call Saul. Like that scene in the first season when he tells like Chuck that he got a law degree.
But and then also, bodyguard lady, she's sure vanished after a while.
She did kind of just become a little irrelevant towards the end.
I really hope that in Bruce Wayne's Fugitive, they just forget about her.
That would be hilarious.
And then she's still in the prison, and they have to clear, and they have to like, oh wait, shit, we forgot about her, and they have to, the aftermath is that happens.
It's also kind of, I just want to say it's also kind of funny that like, so she found out Bruce's identity, right? And she, he's Batman, and so it's like,
hey,
okay,
baby, you know my secret identity.
You're Batman. Oh my gosh, how did you know? But like, okay, like she finds out Bruce is Batman and all that, right? And so like, and then like the whole deal was like, okay, obviously, I can't just let you, go around telling people that, and you're not gonna, and you don't want to, just, up and leave me. So you know what? You get to fight crime with me, girl. Okay. And Bruce just never told anyone about her. Like none of the Bat family knew that she was out there fighting a bunch of goons with Batman. They just like, why's the bodyguard there? What's your deal? It's like, you didn't tell them, Bruce?
I'm looking up her background right now. She was originally Secret Service agent.
Oh.
So she could have come up with a BS alibi. Come on, but she could have made a good lie, like maybe even hinted that Bruce Wayne was a vigilante. But no.
But you see though, Ninjato, she's conflicted because she has a crush on Bruce. Ooh, drama.
But she's not in love with him. No, but even though. Look, she could have just said, like, look, me and Bruce has a nightly habit of going around beating up thugs at night. Like, the most vague thing.
Like,
But that doesn't create drama, though, Ninjato. She's gotta have a crush on Batman.
making like going with the lie, even though there's a hint of truth to it, that they are an item, honestly would have been much more interesting. Like,
But
creating,
not she can't tell anyone though. That's her little secret crush. Oh no! Now everybody knows.
this,
So, most, like, for me, it's just like, so
yeah, like
people
this,
will probably be jealous of you because you're sleeping in the bed of a billionaire.
Like every time someone goes to her, like so like why do you keep defending Bruce? You got a crush on him? No, that's not true. I don't have a crush on him. Shut up.
Why do you,
It's like-
you know, why do you keep defending Bruce Wayne? You know, like he's got like 20 lawyers and he's not sharing with you.
That's none of your concern.
Which also, by the way, that is stupid.
Yeah.
That is.
He should have he should have had 100 lawyers.
Yeah,
Well,
you should have
yeah.
100 lawyers.
It should be like
Well,
it should be like that scene from Simpsons. All right, we can beat them unless they have an literal army of lawyers. Mr. Burns, President Bunny, and the army of lawyers calls out.
Yeah, but like, I'm sorry, but like, for me, like, Batman is so, like, his sense of justice is so strong and about caring about the innocent. Why on earth is he, even and is this point where he's like, I need to reject the Bat family? He is willing to let an innocent woman potentially be
having
put
her
life in prison.
having her life ruined, so that way he could go about just fighting crime while saying "fuck you, family." Yeah, that's my Bruce Wayne, baby. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Batman I grew up in love. Like, the one who cares about who has empathy towards the villains, but his own personal life and personal family, screw them.
Exactly. Screw them, Ninjato. They're worthless. He doesn't need them. They're holding him back. They're making him weak.
So another thing I have a complaint about, why not have Cassandra Cain's part, which is honestly the best part with Cassandra Cain's issue, why not have her figure out that it was David Cain as soon as she did the neck pressure
The
move?
nerve thing. I'm gonna be honest. I legit forgot about David Cain like as a character for a bit until I read like the Wikipedia article. I was like, oh, that's right, David Cain. And then after that, I was thinking about it, it's like, yeah, why doesn't she realize?
Yeah, why?
Sorry.
Like, you could easily solve the mystery there. That could have been the big revelation is that, oh, David Cain was the one responsible. But instead, no, I kid you not, Chinggis. The way the Wikipedia wrote about the arc Fugitive is Bruce Wayne, Batman spends most of the arc being what we saw in that until he meets Catwoman. And like, Catwoman is the catalyst for him realizing, Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne is actually worth something. And
Thank you,
then what? Yeah, it takes Selena Kyle. So yeah, so the woman that will later leave him at the altar. Okay, perfect.
Of course.
But it's
Thank you,
that
Selena.
It takes that point.
Hmm.
I mean, he realizes it's wrong, and then when he gets back to probably doing a whole apology tour thing, all the evidence the Bat family kind of gathered up to figure out what happened, Batman solves within like based on the Wikipedia about 2 seconds. So he could have solved the mystery.
He could have, But Ninjato, if he solved the mystery, then that means he wouldn't be moping about in prison going, I don't need my family. They make me weak. I don't ever want to feel sad like that day again when my parents died.
I wish like the whole arc was actually Bruce and completely in prison and just slowly becoming more of the Doom Slayer for criminals. Like treat it as the ticking time bomb where it's not him getting executed, it's him going unleashed and just beating the crap of every criminal in that prison.
It's like you got Doom music playing, and it's like, oh my gosh. Oh, Bruce Wayne's the scariest guy I've ever seen, man.
Bruce Wayne is the scariest.
how Michael Caine's Alfred is Master Wayne. Master Bruce is the scariest man I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, but this art
Oh.
Yeah, it's just it was just really frustrating.
We'll probably do a rewrite stream.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a rewrite. We would actually just be making a plot at that point.
Yeah, an actual plot. Like, how would you actually do with the premise of Bruce Wayne being framed for murder? And
like, I'm not gonna lie.
The premise is such a good idea.
It's a fun idea. It's a very fun idea. Like, oh, Bruce Wayne is now a murderer? What? Like obviously we know he wouldn't do that, but someone has so like it's the obvious setup is, oh, he's been framed. So like the mystery really gotta be why.
Who framed him? Yeah.
Well, I think who framed him is not as important as why someone would frame him.
Well, like the like when I can't remember what issue it was, but like when Barbara was spying on one of his business competitors, the lady and her father.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it was
Dick Grayson. Yeah, it was Dick, and it was the Mahomes, like the gang family.
Like you know that entire scene where they have that conversation. It's like, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne, he's being ruined. It's like I wanted to ruin him like business wise, not personally. And it's like, Dick going away and reflecting on the fact that like even with like behind closed doors, like the tears she's shedding is not for herself but for Bruce Wayne. It's like, that's interesting.
Like to show that even the criminals have hearts.
But like this entire story kind of felt like it was meant to be like this huge epic about like Bruce really getting to understand the heart of the city when everything is laid bare, through all the cynicism and through all like the mean spiritedness, it is a city crying out for help.
No, we don't get that. He just goes, you know what? I'm tired of being Bruce Wayne. I'm just gonna be Batman forever. From now on. Or goodbye. It's like, oh, okay, Bruce. All right, that's cool, I guess. Whatever.
Trial episode of Batman the Animated Series.
Oh yeah.
Remember when that the lawyer that hated Batman so much?
Yeah.
She got kidnapped, and then she was forced to realize that all of his villains are just deranged, even without his like involvement.
It's like, yeah, we would have still been criminals even without Batman. We just wanted an excuse to execute him.
Batman is not guilty, but we're still gonna kill him anyway.
Yeah.
All right, but man, this.
Yeah.
Well, in other news, you guys see the Clayface trailer?
I did.
Looks good.
Yeah.
So, one more piece of business before we wrap up. You said that you finished reading the Magic miniseries.
Yeah.
So, how about we end with talking about his opinion on this series, because I like one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he read the one from like
he read the 2001,
which is still really fun.
Yeah, it's such that a person who on the last episode made a huge comment talking about.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, like replying and like correcting on mistakes.
Yeah.
And then, but also talking about like some other stuff. And apparently, Zeb Wells did New Mutants all right.
Zeb, I want you out of my office, Wells.
But anyway, so now, what did you think of the Magic miniseries from Stormy and Ileana?
Storm and Ileana present magic. Like that's just what that title reads to me. But it's like every time you it is always a breath of fresh air every time you go back to Claremont, because like you could tell sometimes before, but never since. Like, have you had a writer that has like kind of shown the X-Men in more than just allegory? Where it's like, hey, the best part of a lot of his work is his character studies, and it's like, you get like the great ones with Kurt, like absolutely wonderful ones with like Kitty, and yeah, like this is a home run out of the park with Magic. Like the kind of a story of just of like this girl having just physically and mentally just aging years beyond her time, and having to be pulled by people who like are wanting to abuse her power for evil, but also just the well-meaning who want to grow her strong, but knowing that like, hey, she's not in the right headspace for this. Like just a very good read.
Yeah, I Magic is one of my favorite characters of all time, and I am looking forward to reading more on her stuff. We did read the 2000s, the 2001s that we found out about, where essentially it's Amanda Seyfried. The consequence of Amanda Seyfried trying to set up a computer program for Limbo, causing the Emperor of Mankind trying to destroy all hell.
Which is just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. Though it would have been nice if it was Ileana being in the lead role.
Yeah, you see, when I told you when I initially read it, I didn't know that there was like two people who held the moniker of like Magic. So like, oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
It's just like I was taking, I was being confused by WrestleMania and Cornut.
Yeah. But yeah, so next time we'll be covering Batgirl, right?
We're gonna be finishing up Batgirl.
Yep, we'll be finishing up the run.
All right.
Which, by the way, we will have 2 issues. There was gonna be 2 issues that's gonna be involved with Fugitive. So we're still not.
And they're gonna be the best. And they're gonna be the best issues of that arc.
Most likely, like.
Oh, by the way, what was your least favorite issues to read? I have one very specific.
Least favorite issue? I don't really have
Which ones
a least.
did you dread reading?
I don't really have a least favorite issue. I'm gonna be honest. Like a lot of issues in this. When I was reading the that 500-page omnibus, a lot of issues just kind of blended together because it's just the same thing. It's just all of the Bat family except Dick and Alfred going, but maybe he could have done it. Just saying it's a possibility. Ooh, he might have done it. It's like no, he didn't.
Well, here's the you'll probably be when Ted Cord is involved. So I think it's first.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't even talk about the whole thing with Ted.
Sorry. Wait, man, Ted, you're gonna get a heart attack unless one of your former friends miraculously turns around and shoots you. But that'll never happen.
That'll never happen.
Yeah, and also like a weird plot, like, hey, at least they had Power Girl show up for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that was nice, I guess. But like, the Ted stuff, honestly, I don't even know why it was there. Like,
it's one with all the issues. Like, this isn't a case of like Kraven's Last Hunt, where they could dedicate all the spin-off issues to this one storyline. No, it's that the characters, like all the characters in their own books are having to deal with their own wacky circumstances. And then somewhere in the background, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne, murderer. And that was it.
Yeah, it's
like
it felt like they were attempting to do what the Kraven's Last Hunt of like, oh, every issue is connected. It part of one big story. It's like we have the chapter system. Like, if it was literally just the Batman and Detective Comics, I would have been fine. It would have been fine. It would have been painful, but it was more cohesive than what we got.
Oh gosh, Tim's best friend just got kidnapped. Oh, horror.
He was involved in online gambling.
And it's like, but why?
Also,
what is it?
I think that like sorry.
Also, Dick Grayson leaving Bloodhaven is like, oh, everything's gonna be fine, and then everything is not going.
That was kind of funny.
But this is also just like, yeah. So we're reading the tie-in issues that Chuck Dixon. I don't think he was doing both issues. He was doing both books. It's just probably didn't care too much about it and just put it in while doing his own stuff.
It's like I think at the end of the day, right, for me, it's like for a whole story arc called Bruce Wayne Murderer, you would think there would be a lot more about you think they would do much more with that premise, but like again, like my initial impression is just 90% of the time it's just everyone just kind of moping about, going, oh, maybe he could have done it. Just say he could have done it. Ooh. And then, like, the rest of the time, it's like, okay, I guess we should probably actually figure out what's actually going on.
I actually found another word to kind of describe. Describe this. Insulting. It's like this book doesn't need to insult her intelligence. And trying to claim that, like, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne could have done it. I'm like, no.
Everyone knows.
No.
Everyone knows.
You know. I have an idea.
Hmm.
They
What's on your
didn't
mind?
actually plan it out, and they didn't know who was the killer until they decided on David Kane later on. So they were doing this to
Pat
bullshit
out
their
for
way
time
through
until they could figure out.
until they could
Okay,
figure out something.
who actually killed him? Who actually killed the woman? David Kane. Oh, I like the idea. Let's go with that. Okay, now we can focus on actually the story now.
Okay, which I say it, but it's actually probably a pretty good chance I'm right.
It would like kind of explain it quite a lot if that is the case. So.
Or they were just arguing about it. It's like
if people behind the scenes were arguing about who should be the killer.
yeah, like where it's like actually it was Batman because because he's doing it like the reason he bought the gun and because he wanted to drive his family. Someone was talking that.
No, but it shouldn't be Batman. Well, then who then? And I guess they just settled on David Kane.
Yeah, but,
like there's got to be like behind the scenes issues that just turned a really good idea into just a mess.
Like it's like the whole Hobgoblin fiasco.
The Hobgoblin fiasco.
Yeah.
So back in the day, Spider-Man issue. I have a bunch of my dad's old comics from. He had a bunch of old Spider-Man stuff, and he had a bunch of Hobgoblin stuff from this era, but they couldn't. But they were they decided on making this new character called a Hobgoblin, and he was going to have a secret identity, which would be eventually be revealed in a grand display. And all sides pointed to to a guy called Richard Kingsley, was it?
Yeah. Essentially, this. I can't remember if he was like a.
I think it was like he was like a fashion designer or perfume salesman named Richard Kingsley. Was
Fat Asian Ned Leeds a last minute addition? Like, okay, no, we don't actually want this guy to be the
killer. They faked it out with Flash Thompson, but they ended up choosing not fat Asian man Ned Leeds.
Hashtag not my Ned Leeds.
Guess who was the editor in charge of that?
Who?
I can't remember. Man,
Christopher Priest.
Christopher Priest.
What has he done?
Black Panther. He did
really
the definitive Black Panther run.
The funny thing is that he never wanted to do Black Panther I hear he never wanted to do Black Panther in the first place because he was a black guy and he thought he was being given Black Panther because
I see. Because I'm black, you want me to work on Black Panther, huh?
And he goes on and just writes the best Black Panther. He's like, "All right, now show them.
I'll show them what a black guy can do with Black Panther."
He writes the best Black Panther by having Black Panther just go to a bunch of black people in New York and be like, "I'm not your hero."
But he wrote like another good run, I heard. But
he did Deathstroke.
Yeah.
And Rebirth. And he had a Black Panther stand-in called Red Line.
In funny. DC, that's funny. That's really funny.
He just looks like Black Panther, but with red and like fur on his shoulders and back.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
But yeah, I know he did a real. He's like a really good writer, but at this point, he was an editor. He was like a young kid.
No,
it's
you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah,
that's true. You gotta start somewhere. But
So it is hilarious. It is kind of hilarious that that's what happened. It's like, so I wouldn't be surprised if something similar happened behind closed doors on this specific storyline.
Yeah,
Because,
it was rough.
It just
So, yeah,
reeks of like behind the scenes issues.
yeah. So next month we are going to be reading Batgirl issue 26 to 37.
An actually good Batman related comic.
Oh, you already wrote it down here. I'll pin it in the
Yeah.
the
So yeah,
private
have a
message.
good night, everyone. See you next time where we finish up with Batgirl, and then we need to figure out something by then for.
Also, real quick, if also real quick, I just want to say this real quick, completely unrelated to Batman. If you can still catch it in your theaters, go watch Speed Racer.
Okay.
Yeah, and Project
right.
Hail Mary. Those
Have
two
a good
movies.
night, everyone.